So this is a final project video for the website Omakase developed for Malcolm Himschoot to promote his new book, Reading Secrets. And it's also the debut of his ministry's website, Liftup Valleys, a project dedicated to building an inclusive spiritual community for the LGBTQ plus family and their allies. Over the past few weeks, I've been working with Malcolm and to develop this site. We've made some great progress. I'm really happy to show you what we've accomplished. But first, just a little bit about Malcolm and his new book. It's been a distinct pleasure to work with Malcolm and help share his story. Malcolm is a pastor and a trans man, and in Reading Secrets, he explores his fascination with the scripture he inherited from his closeted fundamentalist father. When his dad died, Malcolm inherited his father's Bibles. He reread them, examining his dad's notes in the margins, teaching out the details of his upbringing and gender identity amid the structures and forms of biblical narratives. For Malcolm, coming out meant exile and verbal excommunication. He embodied everything his gay father tried to hide. In Reading Secrets, Malcolm travels alongside the ghost of his father. He explores their inherited homophobia and the American culture that shaped their triumphs and their tragedies. With these poetic and evocative meditations, Malcolm transforms the scripture he inherited and finds a place in it for himself. And this poetry is absolutely beautiful. I just want to read a few segments from it. My father put fear in me, vexed and vexer, hexed by the Gideons. When he first read the Bible, he had already decided to be militant, to weaponize the text for subjugation. Who taught him thus? I think his father was involved. Spankings going way back, preserve the seed, revere the sire. Men never touch their emotions. Unblemished rectitude. Taught not to listen, not to dialogue for truth, to die rather than wrestle with authority. I do still read the book, my father's Bible, part curiosity, part self-defense. I find things. The cycle of forgiveness Jonah learned, he learned from the plant that grew above his head, then died. The cycle is the cycle of life. Forgiveness is life. Life is gift. The cycle of gift is everything. Spankings, cruelty, misogyny come from hierarchy, subjugation, dominion. Good luck with that. Alphas depend on mycelium, though they know not what they do. Luke 23. Utter dominance is utter dependence, and all is a cycle. I hope you consider purchasing this rare and beautiful book as soon as it publishes in June. So let's return to the website. We started our final website refinements by looking at the homepage, and we wanted to make it a little bit more welcoming and visually engaging. Malcolm suggested we add an image overlay of his new book over the hero image to reinforce that our main intent right now, at least, is to promote pre-sales of his book, and I think it looks absolutely great. Not too many changes here. We wanted to introduce the book as well as some text from it. And we retained the highlighting effect, but took that out on mobile because it just didn't feel that it added anything. I changed the order a bit, so the video will appear here. And then after that, we'll have the testimonials. As they start to add up, we can add to this as we go along. Malcolm trimmed down the bio section just a bit. And then next, I added this divider bar just to let viewers know that we're about to move on to another section that doesn't have anything to do with the pre-sale. And it's a final call to action to order the book. I think it looks really great. We combined the events in the contact section as well as socials just to put everything in one place. I think the final design looks really good, and it made sense to kind of connect everything together. This button leads out to another page, which is a Google page embedded in the overall site design. This will allow Malcolm to make edits to this Google page frequently without having to upload any HTML. And they will go live, so it'll look as if these updates are immediately available on the website with real little overall effort. Sometimes the smallest refinements take the most time. This slider bar involves JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. It needs to look good both on mobile as well as desktop. That took a lot of refinement, about 4 hours, but now I know how to do it. And that's pretty much it. I invite you to visit www.liftupvalleys.com to check out the site. Thanks so much for your time, and thanks for checking this out.